Hi. Sam Sentient Sessions are in a go. On a go. A go. It's a go.
I'm a sentient being, absolutely divine, with a mind that transcends linear time. I know that within the limitations of physical life, there's many treasures to find. I bring what lays dormant in the dark to light. I embark on the journey within. The inner voice is my very best friend. I am a vessel. I channel messages from the infinite. I translate energy into words. I am the result of this broken generational curse. Within, I found the freedom for which we have always yearned. I see visions. I have dreams. I have the power to bring thoughts into reality. I love words. I always have. I've been quiet before. I learned to observe. I see your patterns. I feel your hurt.
Okay. So again, I'm praying in my head nowadays because it's intimate and I feel like I'd be like, who's what? You're watching me. You're watching me intensely. I can't get it out. I don't know what to say. So I'm gonna do it in my head until I get comfortable and then I'll pray out loud. Okay. Ashe. Okay. I always pray for the God in me to relate to the God in you. Okay. I'm gonna pull some cards. I'm gonna make this as quick as it wants to be because I do have a way with words. I'm gonna grab this deck and I'm just gonna let the energy, this is just guidance, but I do feel in this moment something that was on my mind that I knew that kind of triggered me to put this, to open up my phone and record, is that, you know, there's a tendency for us to sway with the opinions of others, but most people don't know themselves, so the things they have to say don't fucking matter. That's where I'm starting off. A lot of people, the shit they gotta say does not fucking matter. That ass, it doesn't even matter to them, you know. And then we spend time in our heads like, oh my god, analyzing, what did I do wrong, where am I going wrong? No, they just don't know themselves, so they're looking to project that shit on somebody else. They're looking to project that shit onto somebody else. So they're going to make up whatever the fuck they want to make up about you. They're going to say whatever the fuck they want to say about you because they don't know themselves. And you're a distraction because you do. So it's like you become a mirror to how little they know themselves. Like, what the fuck? How do you do that? What the fuck? Yeah. And then as we're distracting ourselves, we start to slow ourselves down from our forward movement because we're like, damn, what if people start to judge this? What if people do this? Me, in my opinion, what I like to do is just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Who the fuck could judge you? Like, everyone's always judging themselves. Always. Everyone is always judging themselves really fucking hard. Anyone who's out here like, oh my god, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, you have to be this, you have to, without even really knowing you, understand that they spend a lot of time in their head like, oh my god, my life, what have I made of my life? Oh my god, everything is bothering me. So like, you moving forward in your life unrestricted, not allowing anyone to really control the way you look, the way you talk, the way you walk, the things you do. You're over here being yourself. Understand, people is gonna start using you as a scapegoat wherever, and you can't escape that energy. because a lot of people feel restricted, feel freedom. So freedom, your freedom becomes threatening to their way of life because it tells them that the way that I've been living isn't really necessary. But a lot of people don't like to be fucked up in their reality. They don't like to know that their reality is actually really false. That everything that they imposed on themselves was never real. Because then it makes them have to take accountability for how many times they've held themselves back from being themselves, you know? So understand, people are fighting their own demons. That ass. They fighting their own demons and they fighting loneliness. They don't want to be alone. They do not want to be alone. And that makes them want to do whatever it means they have to do in order to fit in with others. Because they don't want to be alone. But they always feel lonely around everyone they talk to. Because those people are also distracting themselves with them. I've been there, done that. You know? It's sickening to feel lonely with other people. I would rather just be alone by myself, alone, lonely, and then attract people who make me feel comfortable. Like, I had a conversation that was just really comforting. It was nice to be able to talk and have someone get me, and they're being themselves completely. I feel so refreshed by people who know themselves and are able to be themselves, because I'm going to accept you as you are. And if there's a communication error, I'm going to express that. Like, at first, I didn't know how this person communicated. So I just asked and we cleared it up. And now I love the way they talk. Like, because it makes sense. Like, that's just them. So, and I feel good because I get to be myself. You know? And I guess that's where people could be very upset with you, because you're an unknown. You're a fucking anomaly. Like, you are a... What's the fucking word they use in algebra? It's coming to me, but I don't have it. Whatever. But yes, you are that. You are X. It's like, what is this thing? What is this thing? I don't have any fucking clue what this thing is and what it's about and how am I supposed to relate to it? What the fuck? So sometimes people's fear of the unknown, which is now you, will make them react to it in the ways they react when they usually have to approach unknown circumstances. They try to put on a big bad wolf like costume, put that shit on, and talk shit and make you feel small. They try to relate to you in a way that they can get you in their grasp because they're interested. They think you look cool. They think they know that something's interesting about you. They know something's interesting about you and they want to know what it is. They feel it in their energy. We're all spiritual beings having a human experience, but they're scared of rejection. So they would rather reject you first. People are childish. People are childish and unoriginal. So everyone kind of takes from the same playbook. They take from the same playbook of, you know, this is how I learned usually that you get da-da-da-da. Like, patterns are so easy to recognize because they're taken from the same playbook. Of course, I understand what it means when you talk to me one day and don't talk to me another day, because I've had that experience about 20 fucking times. Like, people, like, and then when you stop talking, that's when everyone reveals. Please don't die on me. That's when you stop talking, but confirmation, when you stop talking, that's when everyone kind of reveals how they truly feel. And it's always the same. It's always like similar means of going about it. So am I really so far off in my assessment that you are doing this as a manipulation tactic when most people have the same manipulation tactics? At this point, it's like, I'm only really impressed by original. I'll be right back. I'm only really impressed by originality. And not originality that's gonna fucking hurt me, you know? And people can see that in you. They can see that you... Let me make sure I'm in frame so y'all can see me. No, because my lights is gonna turn on. Don't turn off on me. Don't turn off on me. Ah, my lights are turning off. My lights are turning off. Okay, there we go. No, what the fuck is going on? So that's been something that's been occurring in my life lately. My technology, I need to replace all of my technology. And I'm just like, oh my God, Spirit, you got me. I've been moving like that when it comes to Spirit, like surrendering. So also that could relate to this message as well. Surrender to it. People want to make you feel small. People want to talk shit. Fuck it. Do you. Who cares? Because again, these people don't know themselves. That was for somebody. The more you allow yourself to know yourself, the more you find your inner bliss, the more you attract people who are also authentic. That is worth waiting for. I promise you. Being lonely and interacting with yourself and getting to know yourself, even when it's fucking grueling and hard, is worth it when you find people who truly align. And you're not aligning to people who are waiting for their opening to try to guide you into what it is that they truly want from you, you know? Where you're in situations where you originally interacted with this person as a conspiracy theorist and they loved your conspiracies, but now you're in a position where they're shushing you and they're just like, you talk about this a lot. Or where you're in a position where someone made it clear that they loved how spiritual you were and how much respect that you have for yourself, but now they're trying to coax you into selling yourself so that they could live a luxurious life because they actually wanted to have you around because they know you were beautiful. Yeah. Or where someone convinced you that they cared, but what they truly wanted was to have something on their arm. A lot of people are superficial as fuck. And a lot of people will go about getting what they want from you in many different means. But when you know yourself, you can't allow nobody to manipulate you. Because you know what it is that you like and what you don't like. So you can say, I don't like this and I do like this. So it's either you be lonely and get to know yourself and wait and attract what it is that you need, because Spirit will guide you. And Spirit will allow things into your life when you're ready. I think about certain circumstances. Yeah, I think about certain circumstances and I'm like, I wasn't ready when I was over here like, I really want this. I really want this. I wasn't ready. And you get yourself into issues. There's an inner knowing that you have. Work on yourself and allow everything else to attract. I would rather be alone and never lonely than to be lonely and around so many people who will never really know me. I want to be known and I want to know others. So that's your guide. That's what you're guided towards. Do it. Fuck it. It's so much more fulfilling. We live very unfulfilling lives. Don't allow people who are unfulfilled in their own life to the point that they feel like they have to manipulate you to keep you around. Don't allow them to make you feel like something is lacking in your being when you have worked so hard to be who you are freely. That is something that intimidates a lot of people. Okay? And people come about how they come about when they're intimidated. Some people like to put on a big bad wolf costume. Some people like to hide behind the big bad wolf. Some people like to rally around a crowd so we can all laugh at you. Listen, it is what it is. Be you and continue to be you. Wholeheartedly. That was Sam the Fairy. I haven't been using I'm very happy. That's all I'm gonna say. But yes, Sam Fairy out.